So today I'm bringing guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down what I believe to be the 5 best investments currently that are under $10. But before we get into that, I did want to say real quick, this week's giveaway is a Victor Wembanyama Topps Now rookie card and a PSA 10. It's around a $90 card. If you guys want to enter in to win this card for free, all you have to do is subscribe, like this video, and follow me on Instagram at SKYROCKET. Once you follow those 3 steps, comment the word done down below. We will be announcing the winner on our Instagram story at SKYROCKET. So definitely go ahead and follow to enter. And once again, like and subscribe, comment the word done once you follow those 3 steps, and you will be entered to win a free $90 Victor Wembanyama Topps Now rookie card. Now, without further ado, we are going to hop right into this video. So the first pick that we have on our list is going to be Tyrese Haliburton's Optic Holo rookie card. I believe Tyrese Haliburton is really becoming more and more well-known around the league as, you know, a top 15 player in this league, which I truly believe he is. And his card prices for the high end is starting to really go up, but you still see a lot of great low-end opportunities. I know this is around between $10 and $20, but I did want to recommend it nonetheless. Tyrese Haliburton's Optic Holo rookie cards are still sitting at very, very affordable numbers. I think overall Tyrese Haliburton's low-end market, as more and more of the mainstream gets to know his abilities, I think they're all going to really get a good raise. So I'm looking at his raws for around $10 to $15, preferably ones that I would be able to grade, because you do have that upside. You know, if you get the PSA 9, which most of them will likely come back a 9, it's going to be around a $20 card. If you get a 10, you're looking at close to $100. So there's good upside with the PSA 10s. I think there's a lot of room in Haliburton's low-end market right now, you know, as he becomes more popular and mainstream, as I said. So he's definitely up there on my list. Now, without further ado, we're going to hop right into the next pick, and that is going to be Kellin Johnson. Now, Kellin Johnson's Prism rookies are still sitting very, very low. I would personally recommend going for his Prism Silver, but Kellin Johnson, of course, has always put up the numbers. He's a pure scorer, a very good scorer, and I think the Spurs now with Wembanyama are getting so much more attention. There's so many more eyes on their team, and they're going to be, you know, seeing Kellin Johnson play. And I think Kellin Johnson overall is just severely undervalued. Of course, he's still a young star. He has to improve on his percentages a little bit. But if he can get that under check, he can be a solid 20 to 25 point per game scorer. And the Spurs are well ahead of schedule, in my opinion. I think they do have an opportunity to already be a playoff team this season, with Wemby, you know, continuing to improve and showing just glimpses of what he can do. So I think if the Spurs are a playoff team, you know, Kellin Johnson's right in the mix for one of their best players, and I think his card prices are really going to see a big increase over this coming season. Now, next up, we're going to go with Devon Vassell, his teammate. I know I've talked about Devon Vassell for quite a long time, and Vassell is honestly one of the, cornerstones of this young Spurs franchise. So I do believe there's a lot of upside and room in his prices. He's injured right now for a couple games, which is causing a great buying opportunity for his market. But Vassell has pretty much put up 20+ points per game, so far this season and for most of last season, especially towards the latter half. He was putting up 20+ points per game, and, he's shooting it at better efficiencies than Kellin Johnson, and I think that's going to cause him to get more minutes and looks in the future. So I think he's right up there with Wemby as, I guess, right now, the Spurs' cornerstone for their future. And I think he's going to get a lot more attention coming forward, especially if the Spurs end up being a playoff team. We could see a lot of, hype generated around Vassell's market. So without further ado, we are going to hop right into right into the next pick. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's going to be Kristaps Porzingis' Prism rookie card. I know this is a very surprising pick. It's 2015 Prism. And of course, Kristaps hasn't had the big jump so far in his career that many investors had hoped he would have had right as of now. But he's got a fresh start in Boston, and he's been playing very well to start the season. He's been fitting a lot better than most thought. And I think the Celtics, currently the Bucks have looked like their defense has really come down a couple notches, and I think that's going to really impact them come playoff time. They're currently ranked in the low 20s for best defensive teams in the league, which is very, very, I guess an eye-opening kind of stat for many investors. I think there's going to be a lot of hype around the Celtics come playoff time. And I think there's going to be a lot of people believing that the Celtics can make the finals if the Bucks are not able to fix their defense, and really figure out the Dame and, Giannis, I would say, just duo in general. So I think there's going to be a lot of upside and generation of hype around Kristaps Porzingis' market, especially if the Celtics are able to really show that they are a playoff and, championship contending team, which I believe they are. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into the next pick, and that is going to be Brandon Ingram Select Rookie Card. These are sitting extremely, extremely cheap. Most people forget that Brandon Ingram is still 26 years old. And the Pelicans are really coming off to a little bit of a hot start. I think people are seeing what they could be if they can stay healthy. If we can get a healthy season of Zion and Ingram together, I think the Pelicans can definitely be a playoff team and can kind of remind the world of their potential if they're able to stay healthy. So I think, Ingram being one of the best scorers in the league, he can easily put up 25, 30 points per game. He can have those big 40-point games that really put the league on alert. So I think if the Pelicans can really stay healthy, this card, has minimum downside because of how cheap it is. I don't see a Brandon Ingram Select Rookie card going for under $5 to $10. Even if he doesn't quite take the jump that most people think he can. But if the Pelicans are able to take the jump and show that they're a real playoff team, I think they can really see a big boost in Ingram and Zion's prices again, because the hype is there. Zion brings the hype, and Ingram is one of the best scorers in the league. So I think, it's still there. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens. I think it's a low-risk, high-reward investment at the current prices they're at. So I just think buying these for $5, $10, it's either going to be a $5, $10 card in a year, or it's going to be a $25, $30 card in a year. So I think, with 2016 being a fairly low pop year, I think there's a lot of good upside in Ingram's market. Now, without further ado, we're going to hop right into the next pick, and that is going to be Shay GildersAlexander's Optic Rookie. This is a similar pick to Tyrese in the sense that they have really come on the scene. Shay has really come on the scene, proven to be, in my opinion, a top 10 to 15 player in the league, and I think he's only going to get better. So I think his low-end market has really not seen much of an increase because, the masses have not really caught on to Shay. I know for basketball fans, Shay is obviously one of the coming young stars, and the Thunder are looking incredibly scary in terms of potential for the future. So I think there's going to be a lot of upside when the mainstream masses, maybe casual NBA fans, come to know Shay GildersAlexander. Casual basketball card collectors really get put on notice. I think it's going to come with the playoff experience coming with the Thunder. I think this year will be their first year in the playoffs, and I think as they're put on this big, map when the playoffs come, we're going to see a lot of upside in Shay GildersAlexander's market, especially low-end market, and, of course, with Chet bringing a lot of eyes, being a potential for Rookie of the Year, and then you have Shay, of course, you have Jalen Williams, you have Josh Giddey, you have a lot of things going on in Oklahoma City, and Shay is still the head of the team, so I think there's a lot of upside in his market. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, go ahead and like, subscribe, and once again, follow on Instagram at itskanalahuja, and comment the word done to enter into the Wemby giveaway. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'm out. Peace.